Microsoft published Message Center Notification MC 123770 on January 6, 2026, with an update on April 20th. The enforcement deadline is April 30th. If your bank, credit union, or mortgage company has not migrated yet, here's the 60-second version. If you run PowerShell automation against Microsoft Purview retention policies and you have not made the change, your scheduled compliant jobs will silently stop. The jobs run, it returns success, it just doesn't actually create the policy. That is the worst kind of compliance gap. Nobody on your team finds out until an examiner asks for documentation that should have been there. Here's what changed in plain language. 13 commandlets in Microsoft Purview's data lifecycle management family. The ones that create and manage retention compliance policies, retention rules, compliance tags, retention events, now require a new authentication switch. The fix is one line of PowerShell plus a current version of the Exchange Online Management module. The exact command, version number, and the verification step are in the blog post linked in the description. Here's the trap I want to flag. About half the financial institutions' Purview environments I see use certificate-based authentication for unattended scripts for on-premise servers. That pattern is not compatible with the new switch. If your retention scripts run on a service account with a certificate thumbprint and an app ID, you need a migration path, not just a parameter change. The migration path is a managed identity in Azure, more secure than certificate-based authentication, and the pattern migration Microsoft has been steering financial institutions towards for 2 years. The full migration sequence is in the blog post. Records retention is the compliance reason this matters. SEC, FINRA, and Bank Secrecy Act record-keeping rules all require multi-year retention of specific records. Banks, credit unions, and mortgage companies use Microsoft Purview retention to operationalize those rules at scale. Broken automation does not violate the rule on day one. It violates it on the day an examiner asks for documentation that should have been preserved automatically. The full regulating citations are in the blog post. So make sure you do this as soon as possible. Run the verification command on every host that runs your compliance scripts. Update the module if you are below the threshold version, and the new switch to every Purview connection. For certificate-based scripts on an on-premise server, plan the managed identity migration right away, not next quarter. The exact PowerShell sequence, the certificate to managed identity runbook pattern, and the full SEC, FINRA, NCUA, and Bank Secrecy Act records retention citations are in the blog post linked in the description. If you want Guardian to run the audit and the migration for you, click Talk to an Expert link in the description below. I'm Justin Kirsch. See you in the next one.